The magical thing is all in here. You, me, who, whatever. This is what it is. Wow! I can't believe it. The magical thing happened within you. What you received in your senses. Shut off the light. I'm holding on to the light. Look what it's doing on the other side of my hand, and the light is on the inside of my hand. In fact, the light has swallowed my hand. The hand has gone into the light. My hand holds the light. How do you see my hand? How do you know there's nothing holding the sun? Color, light, sun. Things I wouldn't know anything about. I just play games. So here's another game I'm going to play, and I said I was going to get back with Sheena Livingwater's scenario of this puzzle, and where this design, right, and the chosen numbers will say X marks the spot. There were certain designs that were made of X marks the spot. But there's more to this game. There's absolutely more. Because when X marks the spot, and spot is red, someone is having the period of their life. Or someone is not having the period of their life. It's not a Red Bull or Taurus or somebody coming in by the square Toro. Taurus. Time of my life, X marks the spot. I'm going to try and show you on these two. I'm so awkward. Okay, in these two games over here, what I have is, this is the same setup as over here. See the way the letters go? Go down this street over to here, go around the building, and then go down that street, right? There's an obstacle here. Otherwise, I'll go from here to here, remove the building, right? You have to make your own scenario. And then you can probably come back onto the main road. But now you're on the other side of what? The valley? 1 sits up in this corner. 2 is over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, A, J, K, L, M, N, O. They're all the same thing. Which level are you at? The third row, the last row, 4 and 4 is 8. We'll play this as Chaldean. 9 and 9 is Jupiter. Jupiter and Chaldean. If you want to look at this design, Sheena Livingston, to how I get my 8 and how I get my 2 9s. 1 level, 2 levels, no levels at all. So when you're working the Messer's ladder, I have the paper somewhere. If you want, we can refer to the way this design is, because this design comes from Sheena, and I don't know where it comes from, but it's all works out because it always does for me. Inside of the numbers, where am I going to start first? There's just so many of them. Okay, I'm just going to put it to here where the letters come in. And one says STUV. Okay, STUV. S is last, T being first. When you're talking about the telephone, remember, S is last, T is first. This is 63, the moons. A and I comes into the moons. Okay. E and U. E is in the center position over here. E goes to the block over here. E goes to O. Ego. E goes to O. O supports everything that's around it. O is the 15th letter, 1 and 5 and 6. X goes through it. 10 and 4. 10 and 4 creation. Listen, I'm telling you the story the way the shapes take place. Now, either or, the story is good. It's a nice story. What are you getting to? What are you looking for when you come in? What you see? Maybe 1 or 2 over 1,000 will absolutely comprehend and be able to take this to the next level. Or what I'm talking about is absolutely Nirishkeit, and all it is a story. So eventually, over the last 12 years, all these stories seem to come to my reality and to reality of 460 others. So what we're going to do with this is just remove it. Let's make it easy. Okay. ST equals to 39. Just give me a second. I took the focus off, it jumps back on. ST equals to 20 and 19. TU equals to 2021. UV, the UV ray equals to 4301. 4 and 3, 2 and 3, 1 and 2. This one will now become 7 and 8, making it the gateway inside the 7th inning stretch because there's 39 outs. Also known as the street RU inside Nibiru, and standing for Saturn, and going over Hoover Dam where they're bringing in a new hockey team. Grover Cleveland split at the 23rd president to the 22nd and 24th. Life of the cat. TU brings in my DNA, the IT system in the sun. 111 is the Twin Towers, where they all met. They met at one tower on the 111th floor because the one antenna that came from the roof down was pointed down and split as a Y into the two towers, controlled by Tower 7. 43 equals to 4 and 3. 20 and 19, 19 and 22. This way and this way. This way is a constant. This way is not. 19 and 22 is 41 DNA inside the skies of Saturn. Altered current, A and I, is created from this. DC, 1 times 3, 1 plus 3 is 3 and 4. This is created by number 23 and number 32. 3 and 2, 2 and 3, they equal 5 and 6. 3 times 2, 3 plus 2, the total of 5 and 6 is 11. 5 times 6 is 30. There's creation inside of DC in the IT system of the sons of Saturn. In the streets we run in the 7th inning stretch, which is 6.5 innings of play. 21 outs and 18 outs. Top half is done. We're singing in Chicago. And here comes Harry Carey. 1 9 8 8 1 1 8 1 8 and 9. Harry Carey. In the next section, we're going to bring in, did I get this right? In the next section, we're going to bring in 23 and 24. We're going to bring in 24 and 25 and 25 and 26. This design over here. Don't mind this. This was a mistake. This was changing around the letters, what would happen. And I associate 1 and 2 together. 1 and 1A, 2 and 2B. Creating the sun of the cycle of Christ and Jesus. Time cross of the Delson, Diablo. The one who carries the elements, the electroménager, the poêlon, the stove, the fridge, the washer, and the dryer. Inside the scenario, we have 47. 7 times 4, 28 the cycle. 7 and 4, 11 equals 2. Total of 39. 7 times 4, 28. 7 plus 4, 11, 39. You minus the 11 from 28, you have 1 and 7 the gateway. Remember, 1 and 7 the gateway. When it comes to the cube, the first part of the cube is 2 and 6, and that is Venus of man, and that is 62 the queen. 6226, it is through Pegasus, riding on Pegasus through the skies. 39, when you minus 11 from 28 is 17. 17 and 39 equals 56. It's all about F, F, F. 49 is the word for 8. X and Y chromosome come in. 7 by 7, the Christ is the pass. And the numeric value for Christ is 77. The pass is 55. 5775, or 75 times 75 plus 75 plus 75 equals 5775. 7 and 7 is 5. 5 and 5 is 1, and that equals to Mars. 5 and 5 is 10. The reverse of that on the cube, the reverse of 2 is 5, and 5 is 2, and that is the split, the Earth Y, the Earth Y. 52, the Earth's heart. 52, the Earth's heart. 22 and 55 is 77, Jesus. B and E, 5 and 2, 5 times 2, 5 plus 2 is 10 and 7, 17, which I just explained, which is the same thing as 28 minus 11. That is your gateway, 1771. 94, you have the last one, which is 51, and that is the numeric value where our vibration stands. 2, 3, and 4 is in between. 5 and 6 is in between. 11, 11, 11. 4 and 5, 4, 5, 6. 4, 5 equals 9. 6, 7 equals 13. 9 and 4. Double this becomes 9 and 4. the in-between numbers, adding them up, 4, 5, 6, 4 goes to 5, as 4 goes to 5, as 6 goes to 7. The addition of 70, reversing all these numbers, gives you Christ's time on the cross, gives you Uranus, okay, birth in Mars as man, because 6 gets flipped upside down, so does this one. This becomes the half-life. This becomes her. 50 becomes 0, 6. All zeros equal 6. Make it 11. 1 and 1 is 2. Breaking and entering, B and E. The half key is her, the L letter. These corners may be around the box. And when we do that, we end up with the key is the Eiffel Tower. E and I. Einstein, 1776. We break it in through Pluto and Israel. We break it in through 1 and 3. This 1 becomes 7 and 3 when a big red sun Nibiru is coming to town. Remember, everything I do is reflected of what's real and what's created and real. 94 becomes 104 communication center inside Pluto. Freezing point, 8 by 4, 32. Pluto might be in the ice Arctic. 8 by 4, 32 and 12, area space, pH and I, where everything's coming out. So it could be right here on this Earth, or an extended arm of the Earth, because the oceans are thin. Remember, water is everywhere. 15 and 10, 5 times 2, 5 times 3, electric company and Venus. 52 is Earth, 1/4. B and E. This becomes 11, this becomes 2, this becomes 72, win a big red sun. This becomes 16, this becomes altered current, becomes 3101, it becomes 4 and 1, it becomes the IT system in the sun. And this is because of the thing I saw on Sheena Easton's. Now what we do is there's more. I will take this S over here and complete it with A, E, and C. See the lines encompassing? It's telling me to take the completion, or to take S over here and use it for this part as B. I'm going to forget about these lines right now. I'm just going to take it for a direct value. S returns to B and W turns to B. S goes with K and W goes with K. X goes with M and D. Z goes with O and F. O and F is 66. Z is 26, 686. 6 times 6 is 36, times 8 is 240, 48, 288. Is that correct? Did I get that correct? Do I have the calculator somewhere? Okay, here I'm going to finish off more of the video. So it says Christ past 55. Jesus cycle cross time. Diablo. L. D. L. Sun. Mars. Cell. Sun. 2 and 1 comes together. These numbers must always be together. This will always be together, and the reverse is this. See where Venus comes in and parks in Mars. You bring the spirit, number 1, the ace, which brings the F in man. You see this? This is the half-life right over here. These are in between. Unless it's partial areas, and this whole thing over here has 9 basic areas. 6 and 3, 1 and 8, 2 and 7, 1 and 8, and 2 and 7. These are the numbers we always talk about, 1 and 8 and 2 and 7, but this one alone, okay, is I, because it is the 9th one. When it's the only one, it's 8 and 1. 1 is automatically boom, because all the light shines in. All the light shines in. No matter how you turn this 3 times, you turn this 1, 2, see the bicycle on top? It's on one way. You turn it 1, you turn it 2, you turn it 3, and you turn it back to where it already was. So 3, and you've done it all. But you haven't done the 360. 288 divided by 4 is 72. Divided by 2 is 14 140 minutes in a day. Divided by 3 is 90, 95, 96, times 4, times 3, times 2. This is your Mayan number. This is your rotation. This is your full cycle. This is when you've done both sides. And this is your vibration of Mars. 288 Pegasus multiplied by 555 or 1.25 will bring you to your 360 degrees. The last part about this over here is when we up and down and side to side, we get 23, 49, and 49. X and Y, W and Z. This becomes 5 and 8. Where's my pen? This becomes 5 and 8. This becomes 6 and 7. The spirit of 67 is 58. Spirit matrix, the word 2, and everything to do with 1. 1, 10, 19, and 28 will equal 58. 8 times 5 equals 2. 40 and 13 equals 2. Win a big red sun. I wish I had more space. Which equals to 27 and 53. Electric company equals to 80 and 26. The dog and the cat. How does this equal to the cat? Because in order to get this, it takes 2 times 4, 2 plus 4 to create 8 and 6. All zeros equal 6. 26 is the dog. Through electric company, and where the 2 goes here, the 4 goes here, connecting to boom. 2 times 7 is 14. 1 and 4 is 5. 2 times 7 is 14. 1 and 4 is 5. 1.5 times 2 is 3, but that's irrelevant. This says win a big red sun, electric company, dog, communication of the 9 lives of the cat. Through the rotation of Pegasus, connecting skies, your DNA and your day, divided by 2 Venus, 96 Earth, 72 Mars, brown, red, rust, all connected to this number. Raphael, 7286, in a constellation of Pegasus. This is not something it's easy to grab. It's a game. It's a numeric. It's a flow. It's like writing poetry. It's no more than writing poetry. Its value is only how your heart believes. Raphael, in a long, long, long video, coming to you from the House of Paint. Thank you for watching.